Okay. Okay, so if you don't mind, I'm going to just start from a little back, a few steps. Again, Edward, I know you introduced yourself. Thank you again, everybody, for joining this webinar for Zaytech Software and Media. We do Clover POS applications, and we have a few guests here, and one of them is Edward here. And Edward, if you don't mind, if you could just kind of recap what you just said, because it wasn't recording. I want our clients and guests to hear that once they see this recording.
Sure. My name's Ed Fredenberg. I own a company named Basis Point in Portland, Oregon. I work with merchants of all types. Been working with Khalid for a few years, and my first experience with him was I had a merchant that needed an emergency issue taken care of, and Khalid, while out of the country, returned my 911 request for immediate service. So I worked with them ever since and really like the products and what they do for my merchants.
Thank you so much, Edward. Thank you for the feedback. We really appreciate that. So I'll go ahead and kind of give you guys an update what we do here as well. Like Edward mentioned, we do the Clover POS. We help merchants, sales agents, and people that just need general information on the POS and what we're working on to help them accelerate their business. So here's our website here, zaytech.com. The tools are pretty easy to navigate. It tells you all our apps here. And all these apps work with the Clover device. We have online ordering, discounts, display poll, build me a website. And like the name mentions, your clients or customers can come here and choose this option. And then it'll take them through a form process, have them choose their colors and everything they need for their own personal branded website. So we can do that as well. And we also do social media marketing. So these are the apps we're working on. And some apps have additional features, which I'll go in depth into and how that works. And because of the pandemic, COVID, it accelerated some apps and put some apps in the background. Like online order took a huge increase presence in all merchants' locations. So that's one app that really accelerated, while 360 donations, because the kiosk, COVID, that app took a pause while people had to social distance and businesses were closed last year. So all our apps, while they do different things, it also reacts to market conditions, what people are looking for at that time. And we have a contact us form here. You can do a meeting with any of our team members at any time during business hours, obviously. And then you can also do a email. We also have if there's an emergency, like Edward mentioned, we do have direct messaging enabled too. So you can message us and say, hey, there's an emergency going on, and we'll do our absolute best to get back to you on that. So again, here's all the apps we have here. And we do have good reviews by our clients. We help a lot of business owners, more specifically restaurants, because our online ordering is geared towards restaurants. But some of our apps help different brands, different types of industries, like donations is geared towards nonprofits. So even though we do work here to help merchants and for a profit company, but we also want to give back. This app is completely free for any type of nonprofit that wants to use it. It basically converts their Clover POS into a donation kiosk, which is pretty cool. So I just want to also show this other side of us too, that we are here to help businesses as well as nonprofits. So everything we do, we look for the best interest of the merchant. Whenever I talk to a merchant, I tell them, hey, we're your partners. We're trying to work with you, grow with you, and just, speak to us and let us what you need so we can kind of deliver as we grow our team here. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to talk about the online ordering, because this app is primary focus for this one call. And as I do more sales agent webinars, I can focus on different apps. The reason why I want to focus on online ordering is because this is where the trend is happening. Everybody's going online. We get to hear all the merchants' pain points, what they're looking for, what they want. And we're consistently looking for their feedback. And we take notes of that to see what they're looking for. And I'll tell you what we have done to deliver on that. on people's back and forth with us talking to us. So we have implemented a top tier support system here where people can onboard themselves. They can call us, they can email us to get a hold of us. We can do Zoom calls with them for more complicated technical support questions. So the online ordering, along with the other apps, has support that we offer to all our clients. Recently, we also introduced a white labeled iOS Android app, which is right here. This is great because what's happening in the market is merchants have DoorDash, Grubhub, and these other apps, which is not branded to them. It's branded as Grubhub, DoorDash. So they're found on those platforms. And there's good and bad about that. So the good is that it's another channel for merchants to get online orders. The bad is the fees tend to outweigh some of the pros. Merchants typically tell us or tell me that DoorDash is pretty expensive. They charge a lot of commission, charge a lot of money. And also DoorDash or Grubhub, once you open the app and you open the app the second time, you're seeing a different business. So that can kind of take customers ordering from somebody else. When you have your own branded app, people see your app, your logo, your branding. Each time they open the app, they see your business on there. And we can do this for all restaurant owners. Right now, this app is only for restaurants. So make sure that they fit the criteria, because we want to make sure we're a fit. So typically, when people call us and ask us to build them an app, we ask questions to make sure we're a fit for them, because like for a food truck, it may not work because a food truck is always moving. This app requires them to have a physical location because it does not know where their Clover is at any time. Like a food truck moves around a lot. So anyhow, that's something to keep in mind when you inquire about this app. Okay. So it has secure payments, scheduled orders, text messaging, which is a great feature. I think we're still the only one in the Clover app market that has text messaging. I haven't seen another app that has this feature where you can text the customers a specific custom tailored message to their phone, letting them know of the status of their order. So you can say your order is running late, your order is on its way. Let me see, I'm going to put on mute here. I think there's some background noise. Let's take a look who that is.
Daniel from Morningstar. Or Darcy.
Oh, Darcy, okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's the app. So text messaging is one great bonus. A lot of merchants love this feature. The ones that need it, they love it. We get really good feedback on there. Again, you can text it from the Clover device, so you don't have to go to your phone or elsewhere. You can text it from there. And then as the business grows, typically we are here for them during their growth phase. We introduce them to new features such as the branded app. And then from there, merchants want to have us do some marketing for them, social media marketing, because without branding and social media, it's hard for people to get found on the internet. There's so much information out there. So we also offer social media marketing, and that's something merchants can also sign up for. And so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and show PowerPoint. I wanted to first kind of give you a brief overview of the website we have. That way you can see how easy it is to navigate and to kind of watch our videos, do onboarding, how to learn more, see the latest updates, read our blogs, on all these things. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. Actually, I'm going to go from. I'm going to show you some designs, some pictures of the online ordering. So again, it's quick and easy. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, okay. So it's quick and easy. Let me go to the next page here. Let me actually make this to a full screen. Just curious, are you guys seeing, can you tell me which screen you guys are seeing right now?
Smart Online Orders website.
Okay, it's the blue background, right? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, now do you see a screen that says quick and easy?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Okay, so the online ordering branded app, I'm going to give you some pictures so you can see what the interface looks like. This is the branded mobile app. As you can see, when you sign up your clients with us, we build them the branded app. We put their logo at the top or on the corner or where it's visible to the customer so they know who they're ordering from. And if they have multiple locations, we can have their physical location present at the very top and they can change it. The customer can say, you know what, I do not want to order from this location. I can want to order from here. But what the app does right now is it points them to the closest location using their GPS. But if they want to order from a different location, they can change that. And we have merchants with 5, 6, 7, 10 locations and so on that are using our app. So you guys can have it for multiple locations as well. Add images and descriptions. I always tell merchants to add images, descriptions, because most people will eat with their eyes. They like to see what it looks like. They want to get a visual representation of the food. So if you have customers that are signing on board, try to encourage them to add images and descriptions. We usually send an email out telling them to do that because it helps customers order and they can tend to see an increase in orders. Prints directly to the Clover, the branded app, and the online ordering prints directly to the Clover in real time, I would say within 5 seconds or so, depending on the connectivity and all that, but it prints right to the Clover. And we have 4 different store interfaces they can choose from. Let me make this actually bigger here. So we have 4 different interfaces. I do not know of another app that has this. Usually they have one style you choose from, you're stuck with it, you can't change it. We allow you to choose from different interfaces. So some people like interface 3, 4, 5. You can choose, 2, 3, or 4. You can choose which interface you like. Schedule orders. This is a big one. I don't know of another app that allows you to schedule 90 days in advance. Other ones typically, from what I've seen, is 30 days. So this is a huge bonus for people that are doing catering that want to do advanced ordering. So you can schedule it way in advance. Integrates with the branded mobile app. The cool thing about our online ordering solution is that the backend is one place. So whatever changes you make to the backend gets applied immediately to both the website and to the branded app, which makes it very convenient to users to make changes. Delivery. So delivery is another thing. What's that?
Sorry to interrupt, but your screen got a little wonky. All we see is your like Figma address bar and nothing else.
Okay, let me make this, let me zoom out real quick then. Okay, do you see the backend for the smart online order again?
I don't. I just literally only see your like top portion. Like I see now I see
Okay.
you, but I saw like your Jira tab and up, and that was it.
Okay, let me go ahead and reshare the screen, probably timed out or something. Okay, let me go back here again. And then I'm going to share my screen one more time. Okay, it's the screen is being changed real quick. And I'm going to stop sharing this real quick. Okay, share again. Share screen. Okay, I'm sharing the other screen again. Okay, so I think I'll keep the screen at this size right here. So it integrates with the branded app. It has delivery. A nice thing about delivery is merchants that want to do their own delivery, it has that. They can create their own zones, put their own prices. They can choose how far they want to deliver to. So that's very flexible for them. And they can create coupons, send text directly to customers. The items syncs directly with the Clover inventory. So right now we are working to improve the backend even more. As of right now, Clover does not sync the modifiers in real time. And that's something that they had mentioned they are working on as well. So once we get that, the whole inventory will sync with the Clover inventory. But right now it's pretty simple. You make a change, you press sync button, it'll allow you to sync that. And then you can charge a service fee. close online menu from the Clover. So there's a button there for demonstration purposes. There's a button that says online ordering. You can pause it. So you could do that as well. And you can make changes to the interface as well. And then the branded app, you can do your logo on the side as well. And then we also have order numbers to the receipts. So you could do that as well. So that's just some of the features that we have. The back end will show that to you. I'm going to go ahead and now share some other screen with you guys. I'm going to share the PowerPoint. And as I talk, I don't want to be the only one talking. Feel free, you guys, to chime in and ask questions as I'm speaking, because I want to make it interactive and collaborative. I talk about this all the time, so I don't want to be just kind of not answering you guys' questions. But so far, those on the call, do you have any questions for me as I'm showing this to you guys? Okay, no questions. Okay, so I'll go ahead and just continue with the slideshow here. Okay, so what are some common ways to get online orders? We all know people can use their website, bobsrestaurant.com, or they can use a subdomain, which we can create for them. So if they have a WordPress website, they can install a WordPress plugin, which is the Smart Online Order plugin, and then they can get the online orders through there, or they can get a subdomain if they don't have WordPress, or if they don't wish to use their WordPress to install the plugin. So there's many easy ways to do that, and our onboarding or our tech support can help them with that. The other way is the other options. If they don't go with certain platforms or Clover platforms, there's Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats, and which tends to print on different devices. But I know there are attempts being made as we speak to print this stuff through Clover. But the money is deposited to a different account. So what we do is we keep everything integrated within the Clover. So the money is deposited into the Clover merchant account, reports, orders, everything is within the Clover inventory. We try to keep that, maintain that, everything over there. And of course, there's Google, Yelp, other sites. And here's what we charge for the online orders. So if it's a $50 order or $40 order, we just charge 99 cents per online order. It auto prints to the Clover, text to customers. So everything is integrated and everything is pretty seamless. So 1 month they only do, let's say they're seasonal, they only do 5 orders 1 month. Then they'll just get charged, for that 5 orders. So it's very great for both seasonal customers and as well as customers that are doing the same amount all the time. And the nice thing about this is we can actually pass this fee on to the customer, and the customer can pay the 99 cents, making the online ordering pretty much paid by the customer themselves. So we can do that as well. So that's another great feature we have. If you guys want to do that, let us know. We can show you, or you can watch one of my videos on YouTube, which helps you to learn that. And then why a branded app? Use the Clover inventory, brand it to your business, prints to the Clover, creates loyalty, helps improve brand recognition. And if some merchants call us and ask us for a QR code to be shipped out, typically we send it out if they ask for it, and sometimes we'll send it out, if we feel like it's going to help them get more people to download their branded app. So make sure to request that if you have a client that signs up with us, or if you are a client yourself. So your branded app is found in the App Store or Google Play. They download the app, they order from the app, order sent to the Clover, prints and transfers funds to the Clover. And this creates loyalty, creates customers to instantly open your app and order again and again. Let me go to the next slide here. Again, it's on Google Play, and it can be found on the App Store. If you want to see some examples of the apps we built for customers, feel free to let us know, or just go to the App Store and search for Zaytech, and you'll see the apps we built for some of our clients. Again, what's a summary of everything I discussed so far? Your own app, no need to be listed amongst third parties. Your logo, your app, create brand awareness. Clover integration, prints to the Clover device, money is sent to your Clover account, reporting from your Clover, update and make price changes in Clover. Once app is downloaded, customers simply reopen the app, your menu in their pockets, easy menu management. So here's the cost for the branded app. So we have iOS and Android. Most merchants, I think almost all of them so far, except for one, opted to get both apps. It's good to get both because, I have friends that have an iPhone and I have friends that have Android. So it's good to get both apps for both of them. And the total cost is right here. It's a one-time setup fee. And then once the app is built, that's the monthly cost for it. And then I'll tell you some other things we're working on, really hard to bring about. And again, we get this from merchant feedback, what's happening in the industry. Kiosk is becoming more and more popular. So we're going to offer kiosk online ordering. So the Clover itself can be converted to a kiosk where it can stand still at the restaurant and somebody can walk up to it and order themselves and they pay for it themselves and it prints to the Clover. So this allows small businesses to compete against big brands like Safeway and all these other big restaurants out there. Like I can't think of one in mind that has it, but I think it's called Applebee's, I believe. So where the customer kind of orders themselves. So this is really great for small businesses that are using the Clover. And this will be built into the smart online order app, which they can convert it to a kiosk. So if your merchants have extra Clover laying around, tell them don't throw it away. Just say, hey, here's your chance to use it as a kiosk. Just put a sign up next to it, and so customers know what that Clover is for, and they can walk up to it and order themselves. So again, this is going to be released soon, and we expect to keep improving, updating it with new features, and perhaps try to make a sign for it, or give some printout signs possibly. People can print it out so they can let people know that you can order from the kiosk. So these are things that we're working on. We haven't really gotten that far yet, but first we want to build out the actual app itself. And in marketing, social media marketing, we do that. It's very important, I believe, that restaurants should have an Instagram and Facebook page because it will allow them to get reach their customers easier, get more recurring orders, help create brand awareness. And here's some of the posts we did for our clients. And then we have different packages. There's no one package to fit all, so we have many different packages. We even have custom packages. So let us know what we can do for you and what do you want out of the social media post, community engagement, how many locations you have. Let us know, and we can tell you which options we can offer you, and then you can decide which package to go with, because we have many different packages. And sales agents that are listening on this webinar, we're more than glad to also discuss this with you so you know ahead of time how our social media marketing works. And we can also discuss this with your clients too and answer their questions so they can better understand what this does. So this allows your customers to be in an ecosystem where you're offering them the Clover, online ordering, social media marketing, kiosk. All these things helps them to get more value out of their Clover. So that's what we do. We want to create value for you as a sales agent, for the merchant, just so that way they can get a lot of benefit from their customers and from their Clover device. So right now we have a very special going on. This is a really great opportunity for the sales agents to get this started, because I think once they start our social media management for $30 for 30 days, this will allow them to see how powerful marketing is, because they can see results. Typically, it can take up to 30 days. Sometimes, depending on the client, it can take up to 60 days. But at least they'll see something, a mood or a shift in how they're being presented online. And we can do this for your clients. Fall special, $30 for 30 days. So let us know if you have a client that wants to do this. We have an onboarding specialist here that they can onboard them. What they need is their Facebook page information, so they can start posting on their behalf. They'll talk to them about their menu, what they're offering, They'll ask very important questions to make sure they have the right information from them. If they want to use stock images, if they have professional images, and they'll talk to them about all the needs they may have. So keep that in mind. We do have a fall special for $30 for 30 days for the social media marketing. So again, get your clients a mobile app, because I think this is going to be a new trend. It's going to grow and grow. I see a strong need for restaurants having their own mobile apps. So you can either do that, and give us a call, because we do have packages that we can offer clients based on how many locations they have and their needs and all that. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and hear from you guys now, because I think I talked for a very long time. So feel free to chime in, anybody here, and I want to answer some questions. Edward, any questions so far?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I have a question. I actually missed out on the first couple minutes of this. So this app, is this something that you guys just pull their menu from Clover and you build this from them? Like they send you pictures and stuff and you build it?
Oh yeah, the screenshot right here. Yeah. Okay. So what we do is see all this. Making sure we're seeing the same thing. Right now you see chicken chuck right here. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
So the way it works is this inventory you see here is from their Clover. What we do is we pull it from the Clover to the app, and then the only thing merchant has to do is basically add images, right? And most of the time they usually have images already on their online ordering, and they can just post it here, and they can do category images, individual items. Yeah, so it's not a lot of work for them because they've already have their menu in the Clover, which is the hard part. Adding images should not take too long.
So that's something the merchant does themselves, though. They add the photos and everything.
Yeah, it's because we typically used to help them. What we do is we get on a Zoom call with them and we say, hey, here's how to do it. Sometimes we don't know which image goes with which picture. We don't want to get that wrong, but we usually assist them with a few images or category pictures, and then they get the idea. They go, oh, I see, that's pretty simple, and they do it themselves. And I also tell them, don't get overwhelmed with that. Just do 5, 6 a day. As long as you have progress, it's fine, and you can just start with category images first and then add item images in the future if you want to. The only reason why I recommend that is because I've seen it firsthand, many clients before and after where they had no images, and the ones that had images, based on them also telling me, they told me they were getting more orders when they have images. So because if people want to see what they're buying, so it's just a good thing to do.
We walk them through how to add the images too, so we're really helpful with our tech support, so they can just call in and we can walk them through step by step how to do it. And usually sometimes we add a few for them on the category images so they can see how it looks.
Yeah, so we do help them. Yeah, and we also have videos too. If they want to do it themselves, we have a video. They can watch it and it'll tell them how to do it. It's very straightforward. Very simple. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, I'm glad you asked that question. Are you also are you selling just Clovers, or are you selling other POSs too?
Just Clovers.
Just Clovers. Yeah, that's what we do. We just sell Clovers. And I know I always ask for feedback from sales agents and clients. Kiosk mode. I know this is kind of a topic that's been presented by sales agents to me and merchants. Has anybody asked you about kiosk? People ordering themselves on the Clover?
No one has asked me anything about kiosk, Brittany. I don't know if you've heard anything about anyone requesting that.
I've had clients ask for kiosk solutions.
Yeah. So yeah, so what I do is when a merchant calls, I ask them what other features are you looking for, and typically some of them will respond with kiosk, and then sometimes merchants don't ask us because they just assume we don't have it, so they don't really bring it up. So I ask them to see if they're looking for that. Yeah, kiosk can be really great because, for one, restaurants are having a hard time hiring people. They're having a difficult time, and the kiosk will serve that purpose where customers can just come up to the counter, order themselves, and then everything is printed out in the back. Because employees can offer customer service, be in the back, making the food and doing other things, and then leave the Clover for the online ordering. So that's a great thing that you guys can tell customers once we get close to delivering this. And also another benefit of the kiosk is that they can make the payment themselves, or what they can do is they can do what they call pay at the table. So they can have the kiosk at the table, and then they order their food. And once the food is ordered, they bring it to them, and then they can pay for it afterwards. So it allows for that. I know the Clover Minis have gotten up in price lately, but if they have an extra Clover laying around, they can just convert it to a kiosk very simply.
Did you have a timeline for this? Did you say, or it's just
The
something that you're
kiosk,
working on?
I should have a better timeline by middle of November.
Okay.
But we're getting pretty close to doing some initial small rollouts. Yeah. So what I'll do is on my next call, I'll be able to have more pictures of it, what it looks like, because we're building it for the station and the mini. And the only actually, I want to ask you guys this. I know some kiosks, they have it tied down to some kind of stand or anything like that. When you guys sell the Clovers, does your merchants ask you to have a tie down for it, the minis, so people don't take it? Is that typical with your clients?
Yes, for me it is.
Okay, cool. So if that's the case, then they can use the same tie down for the kiosk then. So people can order themselves, and then they can just not be worried they'll be taken away. And the nice thing about the kiosk, it'll have a exit mode where only the admin that has the password can exit kiosk mode, so they can't go in there and do other things. It'll be always in kiosk mode, and they have to know the password to get out of there. And which just curious, Edward, what's that? What is it called? The one you're using right now to have it tied down to the counter?
I get it tied down to a stand. So I've been buying from Discount Credit Card Supply. They have a little tie down. I've been trying to find other tie downs that would be a better solution.
Okay.
It's not everybody wants a stand, and the only way that one connects is to a stand. So just looking for.
Is that only for the mini or for the station?
Go ahead.
Is that for the mini or the station?
That one's for the mini, and I've been
Mini,
looking
okay.
for good solutions for the station as well. That one's tougher because it's got no holes in the base. So you can't really connect the base to anything. And it's designed just to be on a flat surface as opposed on a horizontal flat surface as opposed to a vertical flat surface. We're trying to figure out how that could possibly work in a wall scenario. So one of my biggest prospects at this point wants a giant rollout kiosk like McDonald's.
Mm.
And he wants to bring it out to his front window, which he's got a roll-up garage. So he wants to bring out kiosks there, have a couple. People can just pop in their orders, send them to the kitchen, bring them out, and move on. But yeah, just trying to figure that out for him.
Yeah. Do you see your clients also asking for a kiosk to be built into the Clover Flex? Like having, let's say they're at a table and then your waitress walks around and goes, "Hey, here you go. You can order yourself." Do you see that happening as well?
I have not had that
Request?
at all. I mean, there's so many places they're so limited by space. Some haven't even, especially I do a lot of quick service and a lot of pizza.
Okay.
And so and a lot of my pizza shops haven't even reopened. So they're just all doing walk up and delivery.
Walk up and delivery. Okay. Yeah, that's something else. Once we do the mini and the station rollout, I was gonna get you guys' feedback if people are asking for a flex kiosk, which is more portable. Of course, you can't tie that down, but at the table itself, where you can hand it to them and they can just order themselves and pay for it themselves. That's something we'll see how we can discuss that maybe if you guys join the next meeting as we get closer to the mini and the station beta release for that. And also,
the flex or the mini being used on a tabletop, kind of like Applebee's, but I don't know about the flex. But who knows? I mean,
yeah, because I had this one merchant told me he was using the Flex, even though he was giving them the register app so they can order themselves. I was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, they can go in your other apps and and uninstall stuff or do stuff, but that's how he was doing it. So, but that was interesting. And also I want to get you guys' feedback. Does your clients ask for social media marketing?
I have some that do, and I have not figured out how to do that yet. I've got someone helping me figure out how to do it, but
Sure.
I've not had that request yet.
Okay, yeah, yeah. If anybody asks and says, hey, there's another restaurant in my area, more people know about him, or I want to get some more traffic, or have them try it out for 30 days, because 30 days is a good amount of time to evaluate, how much it benefits them. And it's for $30. We're doing a fall special. A few of your clients, just have them on board with us or have them call us directly, and we can offer them that service. Because I think in the long run, social media marketing and social media branding does bring a lot of benefits. And I always tell them to look at it as an investment, not as an expense, because it kind of they see results. I had one client, I asked them once the marketing has been started afterwards, and most of their responses, the ones that understand how it works, they tell me they see a difference. So it's a good, if it's something you guys want to present to your clients, you can. And we make the onboarding very simple. All the Facebook accounts is connected to their Facebook page. We just talk to them about, how many locations they have, what kind of post they want to see. Christina's the one on our team and our social media team that runs it, that will walk them through all the steps. It kind of make it easy for them so they can go through that. So it's just something that we are offering for our clients.
Did you want me to chime in a little bit on like what it was offered in the social media clean?
Yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I guess if you guys do have anybody interested, I know it's a lot to think about sometimes for restaurant owners to deal with social media and do their restaurant. So basically, we try to take it off their hands. We tell them that we interact with their community, we respond to their reviews, which is super important to respond to reviews. We can do Google reviews, we can do Facebook reviews. We talk to their community, like respond to their messages, their posts, comments. And then we use like organic social media strategy. And then once the 30 days is up, then we can talk about paid social media with Facebook ads. And then we kind of go in depth to make sure like all their accounts are set up correctly, that they're leading people to the online ordering page, that they're like letting people know that they have an app and how to order online. So we kind of like educate their community on how to use online ordering, try to help boost their ads, and then like use a strategy to engage with their organic like community. And then after the organic community is built, then we can talk about like doing paid advertising too.
Yeah. So we kind of walk into from step one all the way to as far as they need to go. And then we grow with them. We had one client, we did a case study on them. You can find it on our website. They're at, how many locations are they at now, Christina? They went
11.
Yeah, so we did a case study on them, and you guys can read it yourself, how we worked directly with them, did their social media marketing, and now they're at 11 locations. So if you have clients that are 2 locations, 3 locations, and sometimes they may not know that they need social media marketing. They're probably thinking, oh, if I just hire this one new employee, or if I do this or that, they may be missing, the marketing aspect of it. So tell them about us. And, it's $30 for 30 days. That way they can see like, oh, this is what I'm missing. This allows me to help me kind of reach the next level, because it possibly could be the answer for them. So branding is very important in the restaurant and in many industries. So that's something we want to make sure the sales agents know about, because I know in the Clover app market, social media is not really visible and not a lot of people talk about it. It's mostly like discounts, coupons, online orders. But we went and offered this as a response for customers asking us about it. So we created a whole new division in our company for social media marketing. So just keep that in mind.
I've also added the link in the chat so you guys can see the case study. I also added some like examples of our apps in the chat feature on the Zoom. And then I'll go ahead and we just did an interview on somebody who has our app, and he gave us the feedback of how it's working for him. So I'll link that in the chat as well.
Yeah, and I will try to close it up because I don't want to take too much of your time. And like Edward mentioned, we try our very, very best to deliver exceptional customer service. We do everything we can to make sure that we are delivering, to all our customers, even sales agents that need our help. Last time I checked, we were the #1 rated app in the Clover app market for the online ordering. There's, of course, many apps on there. We've been around for quite some time, and we try to maintain the reputation. We try very, very hard, to keep those ratings high and to deliver exceptional customer service. So you can count on us to help your clients succeed and to help them grow. And they'll be very happy. They'll feel like we're a team. And we also, like I mentioned, we see them as our partner. We're working with them to grow, to give them the tools to excel. And we see you guys as our partner too, to help your clients succeed as well. So we try to work together to deliver exceptional results. Yeah. So with that being said, I'll go ahead and give it another 5 minutes for any more questions that I can answer for you guys. And then if not, we can wrap it up.
I just have one question.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're in Florida, and our alcohol sales are a little bit different, I think, than they are in California. Has that issue been resolved where people in Florida are able to use your online ordering app to order alcohol and have it like delivered and stuff like that? Or is that still not a thing happening?
Yeah, still not a thing. Yeah. So I think
Okay.
Clover has the same policy around it too. And so there's a few other apps. Yeah, that one's still the same. So for now, it's still the way it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, what kind of, besides, you also work with, typically, is it, because I know one of the clients you have, is most of your other clients, are they restaurants, or is it more retail, like your typical client that you have?
We have a lot of both. We have a lot of retail. We have restaurants. We have medical offices. We have, all kinds of places.
Okay. Yeah, because one thing I did not mention in this video, which I'll quickly go over, is that we do have online ordering for retail, but it's a WooCommerce plugin. It's not for restaurants, for retail. So if they want to take their business online, if they have a WordPress website, they can install the Clover payment gateway, which will send the orders through the Clover. So that's another thing we do offer for them, because I know some retail establishments, because of COVID, their physical stores are kind of hard to get to. It's limited, so we offer that as well. That was a response to customers that were asking for it, so we do have that as well. Yeah, so that's a really great question. And just one last question, I want to wrap it up. I know all your clients pretty much use DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats. Do you see pretty much, what's that? They want to switch, you said? Okay. Yeah, most clients I know I speak with, they all have Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats. And, there's nothing wrong with using them because they offer great service, which is delivery. And they help during the COVID pandemic a lot. So I'm not trying to say anything bad about them, but that's really great service. But for pickup orders, typically that's when people want to kind of make the switch. They want to use something that's connected to their Clover, and they don't have to pay exceptionally high fees. So just keep that in mind, that there's nothing wrong with using Grubhub and us at the same time, or using DoorDash and us at the same time. We have clients that are using 4 different companies or 5 different companies to get their orders. So we offer a different niche for those customers for a specific way of getting the orders through to the Clover. So just keep that in mind, that they can use that and they can use us at the same time. All right. So with that being said, I'll ask. Let me see. There's a chat box here. Let me see if there's any questions. Okay. So Christina posted all the links there for everybody to see. And once this video is up online, I'll also post these links again in the section, so you guys can watch it. All right, Edward, thank you so much for joining. Thank you everybody for joining. Appreciate you guys' time. And we'll have the next webinar soon, and we'll announce it on social media or email, and you guys can join as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Cleve.
You're welcome.